Good afternoon. I'm coming to you directly from our offices. I'm going to be releasing a message worldwide. This message is going to change your life and the life of the world. Now, I'm not doing this for the money or for awards. I've already received many check payments and awards in my life. This message is regarding vaccines, and therefore it will also be the explanation and the fact of Corona's Chinese virus. So now is the time to listen, people. It's been staring science in the face from the beginning, and as I'll show you, it's all in the name. It's always been all in the name. Before I start, I want to make clear, I'm a qualified medical people. This is not the story of some lady who's been using Google, been reading things and using their own mind. This is also important to say that because I'm a qualified medical, it makes you layman's. So I'll be speaking to layman's now as a qualified medical directly from offices. Now let me start from the beginning, where I started to have the idea of this problem and where I started to make up this proof. Now I said I'm a qualified medical. As a qualified medical, we see dozens of patients every day, every year, every month, every week, every day. Then you see the same thing over and over and over. You ask the same questions. You find the same problem. Then, if you have higher thought, you start to make the connections and you start to see what is the real causes. So, as a qualified medical, when you see a patient, you ask them the same questions. Do you smoke? Do you drink? Are you fat? Do you have sugar sickness? Then you ask them these things and you investigate and you feel and you check with a stethoscope. Then you start seeing what is the connections. And that is how I decided to start making a test to see what is the real causes of all of this diseases, the sickness, and what is the cause or the real effect of vaccines, and what is the cause of Corona's Chinese virus. You see many patients as a medical. You see patients with appendix. You see patients with sugar. You see patients with all kinds of injuries, both domestic and international injuries. You see worldwide cancers. You see everything. So then I start to see what is the connection between all of these patients. And then I used higher thought and I started to make a test to make up the proof of what the fact is that I'm releasing to you now. So that is when I started to make the test. I see the patient and I start to ask all of these patients. I ask the patient whose chest is full of pneumonias, did you get a vaccine as a child? Yes, the patient got a vaccine. I ask the patients with sugar, did you get vaccine as a child? Yes, they get vaccine as a child. I asked the patient with high blood, did you get vaccine as a child? Yes, they got all the vaccines. Even the patients with liver toxic, vaccine, they all got vaccines. I even asked the one lady who bringing in her child, the child has a low-grade brain. I asked, did the child get vaccine when he was a baby? Yes, the child get vaccine. 99% of the patient I see that have a problem, they all got vaccine. Now when you're a trained medical and you have higher thought and you see a pattern, then you start to make the connection. Now, do you see what I started seeing here, people? Do you see this connection that started forming in front of everything, in front of my eye? I see a patient with a problem, the sickness, even now the patients with Corona's Chinese virus and all other virals, you ask them, did you get vaccines as a child? Yes, they got vaccines. You see the connection, people. That is when I decided to look into this with even deeper thought. And I tested even more on all of the patients. All of them, when they come with a problem, they say they got vaccine. Now, any science will tell you, if you have problems or a problem and you look at all the things and there's one thing that is in common, that is your cause. That thing that is in common of all the things that have this problem, that is the cause. That is where you go look. These patients, the people, you worldwide, you have a sickness or an injury, you get vaccine. You got a vaccine as a child. Now this is when I become, fright, because I know I am now discovering what is the weapon, the main weapon of the world order and the Illuminati. So now I know if somebody find out before, then tomorrow you won't find me here. So today I'm releasing this worldwide, so that if I become ill or tomorrow I'm not at work, then you know. So let me show you what I find. Remember in the beginning, I told you he's been staring us in the face from the beginning, and it's all in the name. It's all in the name. Now I'm going to show you now. I'm going to be releasing to all of you. I'm saying to you, release this to your family, release this to your own medicals that you use, release this to your friends worldwide. This is what I found, people. Look here. If you take, I said it's all in the name. If we take vaccine, the vaccines. Now, you see there, I was watching, whilst I was making up this proof, I was watching the American series, the American movies, and every now and again there's a person that is sick, there's some emergency. What do you hear? This American show, what do they say? You hear them saying, here's the patient on a bed, give 10 cc stat, give 100 cc stat. And now we, the rest of the world's medicals, we use milliliter, milligram. And so I start thinking, what is this cc? And that's what I see. You see here, people, if you look at the word vaccine, what is there? What is there? What is there in the middle? cc. They're giving these patients vaccines. These people getting injuries for all kinds of things, go to hospital, 10 cc's, vaccine. What for? What is the vaccine for? That is the plan of the world order, the Illuminati. Then look here, people. What is the last part of the word? Sin. Vaccine. It's there in the word. It's a sin, people. This is a sin. God is telling you it's a sin to use a vaccine. That's why He put the word sin in the word. Now what are we going to do, people? I've shown to you now all of these patients. The patients seen by the medicals, the patients seen by me. They come with all kinds of sickness, injury. Now, Corona's Chinese, everything, all of the virals, they all get vaccines. That's the only thing that all of these people have in common. If you then use science and you use high thought, the only explanation is that the cause is the vaccines. The cause is the vaccines, people. Stop the vaccines.